Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm here with my dad. And we're here to make pierogies. Hi, Miranda. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started making the dough. Hi, Jeffrey. We are here with my dad, Jerry. Good morning.
Good morning. I hope you're ready to make pierogies.
Good morning. So my dad is actually making, good morning, Bruce. I can't believe you're up here. It's very early in California. So today we're actually making all kinds of different types of pierogies. Right now we are actually making a gluten-free flour dough. So we are adding in, how many cups of flour, Dad?
We're adding in 2.5 cups of our gluten-free King Arthur flour.
Awesome. Hello, Trauma Lady. Welcome, welcome. We have a family member with a gluten allergy, so we try to make a gluten-free pierogi for them. Oh, what's the history of pierogi, Dad? That's a good question.
We're going back to Eastern Europe, where the Poles would make a dough and then fill it with different fruits and even meats and vegetables and things they had in their kitchen.
Awesome. Hi, Lexi. Hi, Lizzie. So we are actually working on making the gluten-free flour because we have a family member with gluten allergies. Hi, Tom. So he already added the 2.5 cups of flour, and now he's adding in
just a little baking powder, about a teaspoon.
It says me and Mike are joining from the car. Hi, Mike. Hi, Tom. Yep, we're making pierogies. Good morning, Crystal. Hey, Elise. Hi, we are making pierogies that you can have. These are gluten-free pierogies. So we are using King Arthur's gluten-free flour, baking powder, and the only part I know you can't do dairy, so you could probably omit the sour cream because she has a dairy allergy too. Nope, I don't know who you are. Thank you. This is my holiday ears, which is why I'm wearing them. Oh, okay. We got a couple of gluten-free people in here. You gonna make ponchki? No, not today. That's more near Easter. Hi, Steph with the good vibes. I will share out this recipe later and show how you can substitute the gluten-free flour. And my friend Elise said hello too, Dad.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, thank you for the gifts. Thank you, thank you. So we're adding how many eggs?
1 full egg and the yolk of another egg.
Okay.
Now we have to put in the sour cream. We need a cup of the sour cream.
And the sour cream is supposed to help with the elasticity of the flour.
And give it the richness.
Yeah, that it needs. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Walter. Oh yeah, this is a tradition that my dad and I started, I don't even remember. I feel like it's been over 10 years that we have been making pierogi. Aw, thank you so much for the gifts. How do they cook? Oh, so the first part is after we make the dough, we fill them, we par bake them in a pot. And then later you cook them again. You can do them in the oven. You can fry them up. I've even grilled them before. But I highly recommend frying them because if you're already eating pierogi, you already don't care about the calories, so you might as well just say screw it and fry them up. Thank you for the likes. Hello, Wendy. That's exactly right, Wendy. If you're gonna eat pierogies, you fry them up, 100%.
Fry them up in butter.
In butter. In butter.
If you like onions, fry the onions in the butter first before you pan fry the pierogi.
Ooh. What about bacon?
Bacon is never a bad thing. Always a good thing.
So he's talking about putting onions like where you cook them on the outside, but we do have, hi cosplayer, we love pierogies too, but we do have a filling that has onions, mushrooms, and sauerkraut. Yes, bacon is always a good thing, and we have a filling that is potato, cheese, and bacon. Hey Matt! Oh yeah, we have 5 types today. We have a sauerkraut one, a potato and cheese and bacon one. We have a plum, which is traditional, an apple one, and then we also have farmer's cheese. I think that's 5. I feel like I named them all. I know, I'm so excited you get to see this. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. They're my holiday ears. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you, thank you. So what's nice about this recipe is that we can actually use the hand mixer. We don't have to work it as much with hand, right, Dad?
That's correct. It's always, anytime you can make things easier, that's a good thing.
Ooh. So farmer's cheese, I will answer both of your questions. So farmer's cheese is a type of cheese. It kind of tastes like ricotta cheese in a way. It's a type of cheese. It's kind of grittier. It tastes really good. It has a nice light flavor like a mozzarella. It's very good, and it's pretty traditional to use in pierogi making. We actually had trouble finding it this year. Because of shortages of stuff, our favorite brand was not available. So we have to use an inferior brand. So I apologize, Lifeway. I've never used you before, so I don't know if they're any good. Inferior! It's inferior! So, Elise Jacobs, there are pierogi presses that you can get on Amazon. I mean, to be honest, we use our hands. You're able to, they just make it a nice crimping if that's your ideal way, which I know how you are, so I think you would love a pierogi press. But we just either use a fork or our fingers. My dad does a very nice job of making them look pretty. I kind of just slap it together and throw it in a pot. No one needs to know you had a substitute name issue when I can't get my vanilla sugar for babka. I do know how you are, Elise. And yeah, I would, if you were to ever make pierogi, I would get the pierogi press because they would be like perfectly like wafted for you. 100%. The only issue that we run into with the gluten-free flour is because it doesn't have gluten, it has difficulty stretching. So the struggle is to get it thin enough to where we can not make it so doughy. Whereas regular pierogi where you're using gluten, you can stretch it pretty thin and it works really nice. Thank you for sharing the live. Oh. What happened here? I'm gonna put this on here. Oop. So that way it's easier for me to hold. Sorry if I'm getting people dizzy. So how do you know, like, if it needs more sour cream, Dad?
Well, you have to look at how the ingredients are coming together, and the gluten-free flour tends to be a little bit coarser, a little bit drier. Needs a little bit more help to get things together, so I added just a little bit more sour cream in it, try to give it a little bit more richness, and in the hopes of getting things blended together a little bit easier. We're trying to get a consistency that we would see normally with the regular flour, so you have to kind of adjust things when you're working with the gluten-free flour, and that's what we're doing here.
Oh, we have matching aprons. They like our aprons. Oh yeah. And I do know how to make pierogi. My dad is an expert dough maker. He knows how to make bread. He's really good at the dough part. I always make the fillings, so we do it together. So he is a far superior cook than I am, but I am assisting. Oh yeah, they noticed your shirt.
Ah.
They says he's got a t-shirt. He means business. Oh yeah.
Well, I have to really show the entire message now.
You got to, Dad. Okay. So it says powered by the 7 basic food groups: pierogis, kielbasa, kapusta,
and sauerkraut.
Oh, grumpki. Is that
Stuffed cabbage.
Is this
Pierogi, angel wings.
Oh yes. Now
Nalesniki, those are the kind of fruit crepes.
Oh, okay. And then ponchki, which is traditional, like around Fat Tuesday, but I mean you can get them all year. And ponchki is delicious. See if you can notice that the dough is it's getting a better consistency. Now before you make the dough, hi Brooke Bear. They said Koshiki is the bomb. Is that
Koshiki? Yes. Absolutely.
I'm a terrible Polish person and I can't pronounce half the words. Now after we make the dough, we have to let it rest, correct?
Right, we're going to let it rest for about 20 minutes.
Thanks, Elise, for stopping by. Oh, you'll teach me how to say it, Matthew? Thank you. You said how long? 20 minutes?
Oh, 20 minutes.
Okay.
But you can feel that it's coming together pretty good, and I can feel just a little bit of stickiness, but that's okay. But this is the best I've ever seen the gluten-free flour come together. So I'm very pleased that that is the case. So what I'm going to do is just take a little of the gluten-free flour and put it on our mat that we have here to roll things out on, just so that it doesn't stick. But you can see it's got, it's come together very well, and it's not as dry as it normally can be. So this is really a major step here, using the this particular kind of gluten-free flour, as well as making sure it's got a richness with the sour cream and the eggs. So I'm just putting a clean towel over it so that it will keep the moisture in and allow it to rest for the 20 minutes.
Okay. All right, thank you. Oh yes, we went live last year actually.
Yes.
So it was a lot of fun. My dad's learning how to TikTok. And even my mama is here. She doesn't help. This is this is a dad-daughter situation. If we all three got in the kitchen, we would all be arguing. It's true.
It's true.
Oh, thank you for the dinosaur, Walter. I wonder, did I break something? Oh, hold on one second. I had light with the ring light. And then it didn't. Then it didn't work. Hi, Anita. Oh yeah, I fixed it. We just made the gluten-free flour. We're letting it rest over here. So we make, oh no, you're not late. No, we just made the first dough, that's all. You're not late at all. It actually takes some time to like let the dough rest, because now regular dough, do you have to let it rest this long?
Yes.
Okay.
Same time limit. And what I just did was kind of clean the mixing bowl for the next regular flour, and I wiped it with a cloth that just adds moisture, and again, it helps to prevent the dough from drying out.
Yeah. Well, especially with gluten-free flour, you have to do that for. We are making regular flour as well. It's just that we have a family relative that needs the gluten-free flour, so that's why we do that. But we and then we just let it rest for a good like 20 minutes. So should we make the other kind?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can make the regular kind.
Okay, so now we're going to show you guys how you make the regular kind of flour. So actually, Anita, you came at the right time. We'll show you like what most people would be working with is the regular flour. Now we're using, this is a bread flour.
This is a bread flour. The bread flour will have a higher gluten content than all-purpose flour. But we're looking for the gluten content so that we'll have more elasticity in our dough. And that's why we went with the bread flour versus the all-purpose.
Yeah.
It's not that you can't do it with the all-purpose, it's more that we're just trying to make it stretchier.
Yeah. But like if you're new to pierogi making, it'd be okay to use all-purpose flour?
Absolutely.
If you're on a budget?
Yes, that's right. You certainly can do it that way.
And it will definitely have more elasticity than the gluten-free flour. The all-purpose, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So just like the regular flour, we're doing like 2.5 cups of flour into the mixer.
And you can find the bread flour in 5-pound bags. You can find them in 25-pound bags. And I typically buy it in a 25 and store it because I use it in my regular bread baking. So you don't want to run out.
No, my dad makes rolls. He makes homemade bread. He makes homemade pretzels. And you finally mastered cinnamon rolls, didn't you?
I did accomplish cinnamon rolls, yes.
Oh, Dad, they say you're very informative, and they love it.
Just putting a little salt into the mixture.
Good morning. We are making pierogi today, and we're working on making the dough. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Hello, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Remember, hi, Chelsea. Welcome, welcome, and good morning. So we are adding, you said 1 whole egg and then an egg.
And then an egg yolk from another egg.
Yep. So we are actually making pierogi today. This is using bread flour, salt, 1 egg, and then an egg yolk. Oh, thank you. These are my holiday ears because this is a holiday film. My mom disagrees. Say hello, Peggy.
Hello. I'm over here diamond painting gnomes for Christmas.
I'll have to, I know a couple people that like to, so I'll have to show off your stuff later if they come in the live. Oh, they say hello, Peggy.
Hello.
She's very shy. No, she's not. Oh, thank you for the balloons. Oh, they're saying hello, Peggy. Hi, Mom. And then how much sour cream are you adding?
I am adding a cup of the sour cream.
Okay. But then you add a little more if needed?
I added a little more with the gluten-free because it needed a little extra milk.
Okay. Can you tell, like, my mom and I are very similar? Yeah. They're all saying hello, Jenn's mom.
Oh, Jenn's friends.
I didn't pay attention to time. How do we know when? What time is it like? Does anyone remember when we? Is it 10?
Probably give it another 5-10 minutes.
Okay, because I didn't pay attention to the.
It's okay if we do a little more.
Okay. Well, as long as we keep the bread or the dough wet.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like, when did we start making it? Was it 10 years ago? Has it been longer than that?
At least 10 years.
Yeah, we've been making pierogies for about 10 years. I'm pretty sure. More. Yes. I can't say that word because if my sister-in-law comes in this live, she will throw up. so I cannot say that word. Out of respect for her. You know which word, Mom.
Yes, I know. Moist.
Mother! She's not in the live, so you're fine for right now. You're safe. Hi, Megan. Yeah, you're safe.
Good.
You're safe for now. Oops, sorry, Dad. I'm just trying to show off how the dough. Yeah. Adequately yes, Bruce, I like that. Adequately hydrated. That is the correct terminology. You know, working with pierogi, it just takes practice. Now, if you use like regular flour, all-purpose flour, or bread flour, like it takes a bit to figure out like what works for you, like with filling and stuff. But once you get into the habit of it, it's not that bad. It's not that hard to do. The gluten-free flour is some tweaking, but if you're used to working with it, you probably know what to do. Anita, you've never had a pierogi? Oh my goodness.
Oh, boy.
I know.
You're missing out.
I know. You want to try? I can send you the recipe, Anita, so you can try to make it. You can buy, what is it, Mrs. T's, but that's not the same. Well, she's out in Texas too. How many pierogi places? No problem, Lexi. How many pierogi places are there really gonna be like authentic? You just need I sent you the dough recipe. I sent it to you. But I'll resend it if you need it. We're trying a different one this year because we wanted to try with sour cream. Hi, Janine. Welcome, welcome. We're making pierogi today. What's great about making pierogi is you can make them and freeze them to when you actually need them. How long do they stay fresh, would you say frozen?
I'm sure you could leave it for a good 3 months.
Yeah. So you could make pierogi like earlier, which is what we're doing. We're making these for Christmas. So we make it now, freeze them, and then you pull them out as needed. That's why we partially cook them in the water. And then later on, when we want to use them, we'll pull them out and either oven fry or put them in the oven or fry them up. Yes, that is the one I use. And the recipe for the potato filling also came part of it. So yeah, that's the one we're using today. And the potato filling, the key is do not put milk. Do not use milk. Do not use water. The key is when you boil up the potatoes, you want to drain it and then you add the cheese and butter right away. And then you mash it all together and the cheese melts perfectly. Hi, Jess J. Just so you know though, I used, like I shredded my cheese, which I feel melts easier. You can still use cheese that's already pre-shredded though, and that will work just fine. It just may take a little bit longer to melt it. So that's the only issue. Hi, Pam. Oh man, it's sweaty up in here. I'm gonna put this on low. We are making pierogies today. Right now we're working on regular dough. We have gluten-free dough that's resting over here. And we'll show how we work with that in just a few minutes as soon as we're done with the regular dough. We try to do the gluten-free one first so that way we're not doing cross-contamination. Hi, baby. Tell the kids to say hello. Yes, so we are using, you can use all-purpose flour. We are using bread flour because it has a higher gluten ratio, so it's better for stretching and getting as much filling as you can. But that doesn't mean you can't use all-purpose. You can. It definitely works. Yes, we tucked it in so it could rest. That's right, Walter. Yes, you do know him. That's Mr. Wilson. Oh my God. So you can kind of see how the dough is, becoming more elastic now. I can smell that sour cream too. Yeah. I'm sorry you guys don't have smell vision, but I can smell the sour cream. I can smell the bread flour, and it's like we'll let it rest for a little bit, and then we'll work with that in a little while. Yeah, I know you know who it is. I was just teasing. Oh, we are making pierogi today. Thank you, Tom, for the gift. We are making pierogi, and right now we're working on the dough. The filling is already in the fridge here. I made them yesterday, so that way they could cool overnight. You can make the filling the same day. I personally like to make it the night before because then I know it's completely chilled. You cannot work with warm filling and try to put that in the dough because it'll literally fall apart. Hi, Amy. So that's why. So, but we have, hi, Angie. So we have, like, here is the traditional one. So we have right here, this is sauerkraut, onions, and mushrooms. I fried them all up the night before, and I added a little sour cream to it. Hello, good morning, buddy. We have potato, cheddar, and bacon. And then I have farmer's cheese, which is a traditional, like pierogi filling. And then we also have plum, which is more of like a fruit filling. And then we have baked apples, which is more like an apple pie type filling. Aw, thank you. You are amazing. That's the one. Yes, the one with the bacon is going to be amazing. I had to fight my son because he wanted to eat the filling. And I said, no, they're for pierogies. And if there's leftover, you can have it. So that's how good it is. If my son wants to eat it, it's a good filling. And I was surprised how quickly it smoothed out too. So we already have, here I'm just gonna show, we already have the dough like resting underneath a cloth. And then my dad's cleaning up. And then we'll start in a few minutes, we'll start actually filling them up. We'll do, Maria wanted some kraut, mostly kraut, Dad.
Yep.
Maria's my sister-in-law, and she wanted kraut filling, which is sauerkraut, onions, and mushrooms. It's actually really easy to make, and I know some people throw sauerkraut in a crock pot. I'm sorry, if you've not fried your sauerkraut, you need to, because it's like a whole nother flavor palette and it's absolutely delicious. Gosh, it takes forever for this to boil.
It's all right, we have time.
Yes, I know. Thank you guys for the likes. Now, if you don't have a biscuit cutter, Dad, for cutting out the pierogi dough, what else could you use?
Ooh.
A glass.
You could use a glass, and just put a little flour on the edges and then press down on it, and it should be able to give you that circular dimension that you're looking for.
Yeah. Now how, but you want at least a 2-inch diameter, right?
2 to 3.
Okay. So you want it, when I say diameter, it needs to be like 2 or 3 inches like across. So you want to make sure that your cup is big enough to where you can cut it. Now, the type of rolling pin my dad is using is like a wooden one.
It's a wooden one. It's tapered, thinner on the edges, but it's very light, easy to work with. It's, a lot of it is preferential on what you like to use, but I find that it's much, much easier.
It glides easier because if you've ever used like the other rolling pins, like sometimes
The weighted ones?
Yeah, the weighted ones, they like run away with you. And these aren't too expensive.
No. They are very reasonable. There's nothing to them. They're just, you can get them very elaborate, very fancy. You can get a special wood if you want, but it doesn't roll out the dough any better.
No. Hi, Chris. Hi, 3 Moons. And actually, my dad's like favorite cooking tool is like the cheapest. This is what he uses to like work with the dough, with bread dough, with pierogi dough, and move it around. Oh, thank you. And what are these, 50 cents, Dad?
They're less than $1.
Yeah, they're less than $1. You can get them on Amazon, and they're great to use. Hi, Jean. We are making pierogies today. Right now we're working with gluten-free flour, and we're just rolling it out, and we're going to be filling them soon. You want to put flour on your rolling pin so that way it doesn't stick to the flour. Hello, for those who popped in, we are just making pierogies, and my dad is, get down, Lily. This is not for you. Honestly. Yes. We want to roll it out as thin as, how much do you want to roll it out to?
We're trying to hit like 1/8 of an inch. I think this is going to be as good as we can make it. So
okay. Hold on, I'm going to, so he's going to use a biscuit cutter, but you can use a glass if you don't have it, and you can cut out. Alexa, play In Heaven There Is No Beer.
Here's In Heaven There Is No Beer by Frank Yankovic on Amazon Music.
Alexa, volume 5. Inky. Hi, Tyrone. Lexi said there better be heaven in beer. I'm going to grab the filling. See if I can get this off the stand. Sorry for the Hi, we are making pierogies today. Prepping for Christmas. Hold on, let me take this out of the, hold on. Because I'm gonna put you in the stand now because I will actually do something. There we go. I am doing very well. Lily, get out of the way.
Come here, Lou.
I just don't want to step on her. Yep, we are making pierogi today, and we are focusing on, this is the sauerkraut filling, so we are actually going to be filling it together. Hey, Ruthie! I'm going to take off my band-aids. I cut myself yesterday when I was cutting up potatoes. Almost took out my fingers.
Oh, we got 15 out of there. That's pretty good.
That's not too bad. You made it, Ruthie. You came just in time. We are actually filling the pierogi right now. Is there a certain spoon you want?
Oh, I'm just trying to get a size that
That can fill it. So right here we have sauerkraut, onion, and mushroom that I pan fried earlier. There's a video in my bio if you want to learn how to make this. It's super easy. The key is when you get sauerkraut from a jar or a bag, you need to rinse it, otherwise it'll be intensely sour and very salty. So you need to rinse off that salt because that's the preservatives for it. Otherwise you regret it. My brother made that mistake once and whew, it was not great. Aw, thank you, Inky. I would say have fun cleaning the house, but that's not possible. So, oh, here we go. So I am filling up with, if you can see, it's not as fancy. You just put in as much sauerkraut as you can, and then I'm trying to crimp it. Ooh. Now with gluten-free flour, because it's not elastic too much, it can be tricky to work with and tricky to seal. But with regular flour, you're not going to have that problem. And see, mine are not typically very fancy. I just want it sealed. Dad's always looks better than mine. But because of the gluten-free flour, it's a little tricky. You know what? Do you have some excess dough that I might patch it. But here we go. Here is the first pierogi that will go take a bath. Ruthie says, hello, Jen's dad.
hello, Ruthie.
So as you can see, we fill it up and then you kind of pinch it like a taco from the center, and then you just kind of work yourself around. And if some of the filling falls out, that's fine. That's not going to happen with like gluten flour, but with the gluten-free, it can happen. And then I'm just trying to seal it as best I can. Yes, it is great. And it has been a lot of trial and error with the gluten-free flour because when we first tried it, we used too much dough and it was too thick. So it tasted more like dough than the actual pierogi. So now, thank you. Yes, well, my dad is definitely an amazing baker and chef. Good morning, Linda. He can make homemade bread that looks like panera bread. He makes really great rolls. I still have a lot to learn. A lot to learn. So again, you pinch from the center and then you just work way around. Hey Yaba, welcome, welcome. We are making gluten-free pierogies right now. This makes me think of when we make tamales for Christmas in our family. Ooh, I love a good tamale. I have not learned how to make that yet. That is on my bucket list to learn. I miss all the pierogies when I lived in Cleveland. Yeah, I know. Like if you're in Michigan, if you're in Ohio, you could actually go to Pennsylvania.
Chicago.
Yeah, so Walter, there's probably some good places out by you in Pennsylvania.
Head over toward Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he lives near Scranton.
Okay.
So like those areas, you can actually find places that make homemade pierogi if you don't want to make it yourself. But if you're in like Texas, California, it might be a little bit more tricky. It's a whole process. I don't technically know how, but I help the assembly and prep. Oh, nice. Hi, Joseph. So like I have made my own dough during the pandemic. For Easter, I had to make my own pierogi dough. Now, it was okay. My dad's is way better dough than mine. And that's fine. That's why I do filling, he does the dough. But now, you know, we're back to more normal times. We can actually make pierogies together and enjoy the holidays and stuff together. Okay. Should we, because we have, maybe the next batch we'll do the couple potato and cheese for Maria. Yes, it is teamwork. My brother tried to make punchkis with him one year, but I don't remember how it turned out.
Well, it's difficult. You need to keep a consistent temperature when you're frying the oil, and it's difficult to do if you do not have a gas stove.
Yeah. So, plus they tried to make some sugar-free because my dad is a diabetic, and that part turned out okay. It was just keeping it cool. My parents' dog is hoping we drop something. Hopefully these don't fall apart. No, do we have a ladle, Dad, to like scoop them out?
Yes.
Look at this drawer there, Jen. You'll
Should
find
be.
the one that has holes.
Oh, perfect. That's the one I want.
Might want to lift them up using the,
Oh, the scraper?
yeah. And then you could gently lift them up.
Yeah, especially with, yeah, they're pretty delicate. Okay, I'm going to show, I hear the click click of, yep, it is a Portuguese water dog. She's laying on the couch pouting now. Here, I'll move her around so you guys can see. So there is Lily.
Lily girl.
See, there's our beautiful Lily, and there's my mom, Peggy, again. Oh, now she moved.
No, that doesn't mean you're getting any.
She's just hoping that she could get. She wants some sauerkraut, and we would pay for that. So over here, I'm moving over here. This is where we. Hi Lily. Hi Jen's mom. Over here is where we partially cook the pierogies. So I have boiling water over here, and I will actually like put them in the water from anywhere between 1 to 2 minutes. And then after you've like done the boiling, you could later on cook them and fry them up. Or what we're gonna do is freeze them so that way we can use it for Christmas dinner later. Thank you for sharing, Ruthie. Here, Dad, I'm gonna use the. Actually, I think I can pick them up, Dad. So I'm going to put. You don't want to crowd it too much because you don't want to. You don't want the pierogies to stick together. So usually I do about 4 or 5 in a pot.
You might want to do these a little longer, you know, at least 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 3 minutes just to see what happens. There we go. Just to see. Hi, Carl. Oh no, we are eating some today. We always taste test some. But the bulk, we make anywhere between 70 to 100 pierogi when we're making them. So we can't obviously eat them all. So we eat some today and then we eat the rest later on. And at Christmas. Yes. Yeah, usually at Christmas, because usually like our whole family gets together, we'll eat kielbasa, we'll have sauerkraut, and then we'll have pierogi. And everyone likes a different type of flavors, so that's why we try to make different types. Walter goes 70 to 100. He said he might be able to eat that much pierogi in one sitting. I don't know, Walter. You might get a little sick. Well, they're doing pretty good. Here, I'll try and, if you can see, they're boiling in the water right now, and they're starting to float up. Sorry about that. And they're not coming apart. That was my biggest fear. That's always my biggest fear with the gluten-free is that sometimes they do fall apart. And oh well, it is what it is, you know. But once they are floating like that, then we know that they're actually cooking. Aw, thank you. I gotta have holiday eye makeup on today, and of course I have holiday ears. Very appropriate. Oh yeah. They're looking really good, and they're doing a nice simmer. And then we let them cool on a rack, and then we just start cranking them out. Yes, pierogi is great. I highly recommend if you're going to cook them up to fry them after you've done this step over oven baking, but you can be a little healthier if you want. But realistically, if you're making pierogi, what's the point? So you might as well just go big or go home. They're also really good with some sour cream that you can put on top. Some people put seasonings on it. I like to smother it in sour cream. Tom has done hot sauce. You know, it's whatever you want to do. My dad's over here filling them. Yeah, Dad, they turned out really well. So here you can see, as I'm dragging water all over the floor, here's like one partially cooked pierogi. They did not come apart. The dough is partially cooked. I think I'm gonna put a towel down. Mom, is it okay if I put a towel down so I don't get water on the floor? Because I feel like that's gonna happen. So this batch is, so far we've made, how many pierogi? I put, oh, you fried with sour cream, yep. Oh, you put ranch? I don't think I've ever put ranch on a pierogi before. I don't know. I mean, everybody's different. If you're a ranch lover, I guess you could.
There isn't any pierogi police.
That is right. My mom says there's no pierogi police, so you can eat pierogies however you want. You know, some people fill them, make pizza ones. We did that one year. You can fill them with whatever you want. If you like a certain type of filling, fill it up. Oh yeah, I'll have to try. I will try it with ranch. Yeah, I'll do that for one of the taste testings. I just don't want to get the sauerkraut. Because I think, Dad, the second, when we roll out this dough, we'll do some potato, because Maria wanted some of that too. Actually, 2 minutes worked really good. No. Hi, Karen. What did Lexi say? Jen has eaten way worse things than ranch on a pierogi. That is true. Yes, I have. Hello, we are making pierogi today. We are filling them up with sauerkraut. Here, I'll do this last one. Here. Oh, here. Thank you. And like I've shown before, you pinch like a taco and then you move all around to make sure it's sealed and it doesn't come apart. Nightmare Before Christmas was one of the movies sold out. You haven't seen it? It is on Disney Plus, if you have Disney Plus. Fun fact, my mother does not like that movie, and she has tried and tried and tried to watch it, but it's just not for her. And that's okay, I still love her anyway. Yes, I know, Ruth, it is very good. Yeah, they're working out really nice. Yes, we are making pierogies today. So we are filling them. Right now we're doing sauerkraut. We're gonna switch to potato. Hi, Hitomi. We're gonna switch to potato, cheddar, and bacon in a few minutes. And right now we're working with gluten-free flour. And then once that's all used up, then we're gonna go straight into regular flour. Yeah, I consider it a holiday film, Nightmare Before Christmas, because it has Halloween and Christmas in it. And for those who want to see, here's the beautiful pierogi. This is par-baked in boiling water. And then you can eat it now, you could fry it up, or you can save it for later, which we're doing with a lot of these. Perfect. Ooh, we got a lot of kraut for Maria. I love your help. Oh, my dad is a superior expert when it comes to working with dough. We've actually taught some pierogi classes just for fun with my mom's group that I'm a part of. And we've even, did we do bread? Oh, we did bread online.
We did rolls, didn't we?
Yes.
And we did bread online.
Yes, we did do bread online during the pandemic. In the heat of the pandemic, we taught a bread class. I'm still working on my bread. They turn out okay.
I think we'll have to do a chocolate babka.
Ooh, I would like to learn how to do that. Oh my God, this is so heavy. All right, I'm gonna put this back in the fridge, Dad, so that way it stays cool.
You should fry one up and taste test it.
We could.
Oh,
Well, we got 2 pots going. We could always, you know what? I could always pop in on a live later, Mom, and we could, when we taste test them. I'll try and maybe this afternoon I can always pop in and taste test, or we can do a video. Maybe we'll do a video. We'll let you guys see how they taste at the, and I'll post a video later. Oh, that's awesome. I would love to learn how to make bread. Karen asked, what time does she need to be here for dinner? Oh, Karen says she would watch you make these all day, Dad. It's very soothing. So here is this beautiful, and it's like cooled, it's basically a mashed potato, no milk, just butter, cheese, and bacon. The key is the minute they're hot, you add the cheese, you add the butter, you add the bacon after you've mashed it and mixed it really well, but it smells so good. Are they different shapes to tell the different fillings? No. So what we do is we actually put them in Ziploc bags and we label them. My mom is very smart, and we've been doing that because otherwise we would have no idea. No idea at all. Another movie sold out and I didn't see. Oh no! You need to see Avatar. That's also on Disney Plus. Lily, it's just water.
these are really,
What, the mashed potatoes?
yeah.
Yeah, they're really cold. So what we'll do is over here, we have them like cooling on a rack, and we'll let these cool. And once they're completely cool, we'll actually put them in Ziploc bags and label them. So that way we do know. Thank you for the likes. Gotta make sure. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice and rock hard. It's great when the filling's nice and cold, because then it's easier to work with, because you don't want it warm because it'll ruin the dough. You can. Oh, is that? That's
probably a better idea.
Yeah, it's probably better with the rug.
Just saying.
Yes, 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 yes. Hi, Kelsey. You can say hello. Oh. Down. Today we're making pierogi, if you're stopping in. What did we, right? I don't know what we did. Probably, I don't know how they would have labeled it. They probably just knew. Or maybe they didn't make as many flavors as, I feel like over the years it's gotten, they've gotten more interesting with the flavors. I think my brother has had a breakfast one, like Mike has.
Oh, really?
Where it's like scrambled eggs and cheese. That would be good. Maybe. I don't know. He's very excited that there's going to be bacon ones. So you boil them, so you cook them twice. So first you boil them to like kind of like seal them in the dough, and oh man, the bacon's like poking out. And then you cook that for about 1 to 3 minutes. Basically, once you see them floating to the top like ravioli, if you've ever made ravioli, that's when you know it's time to take them out. And then you cook them a second time. You can do them in the oven if you got a lot of them, or you can pan fry them with some butter. Make sure you get that nice golden crispness on each side. Hi, Teach to Save. But we generally boil them and then fry them because it tastes the best. Yeah, there we go. Hi, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so you can do them, hi. So you can put them in the oven. And Mom, how long do they cook for in the oven, would you say?
I put 20 minutes.
So you do 20 minutes. I have a tendency.
You gotta watch them.
You gotta watch. I usually flip them over. I flip them over halfway. Like I do 10 minutes, flip them over, do another 10 minutes.
And it depends if they're frozen or defrosted.
If you defrost them, you don't have to cook them as long. If they're frozen, you have to cook them a little longer. No, it's not that long.
About 350 the oven.
350 the oven. If you fry them, I don't know, you put them on like medium, high heat. You have some butter. You can use oil, but butter tastes better.
Butter's always better.
Yes, butter is always better. I mean, if you're already going that route, you might as well just do the butter.
Do the butter. Don't even think anything else.
That's right. It's just better in the long run.
Better with butter.
Yes.
Better butter.
We're making people hungry. They haven't had breakfast yet.
Oh boy.
Well, some of these people are from California, so they're waking up to us making pierogi.
Oh.
I used to so you took a lot of cooking classes. That's awesome. I prefer butter to lard.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, lard doesn't have a flavor. Butter has flavor in it. But I guess, like, if you had a dairy allergy, you would have to use lard.
Save the lard for ponchki.
Save the lard for if you're going to make ponchki, which is like a donut. Oh, Lily. This one. Oh, there we go. This one's taking a little bit longer.
Maybe we have of the gluten-free.
Quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wait, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 15. We have 15 sauerkraut, gluten-free, and then I think we'll have at least 10 of the potato. That's pretty good. That's a lot. Lily is, yes, she's hoping something will fall, and she does not play around when it comes to food. If it's falling on the ground, Lily is going to eat it. It's basically hers then. And then when her and my dog get together, it's double trouble. I personally, so the sauerkraut I love, it's my favorite flavor, but I personally like the potato and cheese to work with. It's the easiest filling to work with, along with farmer's cheese. Because it's like a smooth consistency, I don't have to worry about things popping out. But in terms of flavor palette, sauerkraut's always best, in my opinion, which means literally nothing. How are we doing? Okay.
How many have you got in the pot?
I got 5. So then after this, we'll have 14 potato and cheese, and then we'll have, how many did I say if there is sauerkraut? I don't even remember.
10.
10. No, not 10.
Oh, I don't know.
So 5, 9, 15. So we have 15 sauerkraut of gluten-free, and then we'll have about 14 of the potato and cheese.
That's plenty.
Aw. So listen, I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by in the live, but we're gonna start kicking it into high gear with our cooking. Oh, I will answer that question real quick, Walter. I didn't see it. My dad does not cook professionally. This is just a hobby of his that he's been doing for he likes to eat. So, and he wants to eat well. So, him and my mom have taken cooking classes together, and they're both exceptional cooks. My dad's more of a baker and working with dough. But I just want to say thank you guys for coming to our live. Happy holidays to you. Oh, hi, Demon. I'm sorry, but we're leaving. It's been over an hour, and we got a lot more pierogi to make. I'll try and post some videos later on. Bye, guys. Love you.